Have you ever noticed how some people seem to multiply money effortlessly, while others work twice as hard yet stay stuck? The difference is not luck, intelligence, or a rich uncle. It is a set of simple rules that wealthy people follow religiously, while everyone else ignores them. These are not the boring tips you hear everywhere. These are the uncomfortable truths that separate those who build empires from those who just survive paycheck to paycheck. By the end of this video, you will know 22 shocking money rules that can transform your financial life starting today. And when you hear Rule 17, you will understand why most people will never escape the trap they are in right now. Most people treat money like a mystery. They earn it, spend it, wonder where it went, and repeat the cycle until retirement. Meanwhile, a small group operates by a different playbook. They see patterns others miss. They make moves that look strange until the results show up years later. The gap between these two groups is not talent, it is knowledge. And today, that knowledge becomes yours. So let's start with rule number 1. Rule number 1, money flows to those who respect it. You cannot build wealth if you treat cash like toilet paper. Every dollar you earn deserves a job, spending, saving, or investing. When money sits idle in a checking account losing value to inflation, you are disrespecting it. Rich people assign purpose to every cent. They track where it goes. They review monthly. They adjust quickly. If you cannot name where your last $1,000 went, you are bleeding wealth without noticing. Start treating money like a guest you want to impress, and watch how it starts showing up more often. Rule number 2, your income is your most powerful wealth-building tool. Not your investments, not your side hustle. Your primary income. Most people focus on cutting coffee and clipping coupons, while ignoring the fact that a $10,000 raise does more than a decade of penny pinching. Negotiate your salary every year. Learn skills that justify higher pay. Switch jobs if your current one caps your growth. Increasing what flows in is always faster than obsessing over what flows out. The wealthy do not save their way to millions. They earn their way there, then invest the surplus. Rule number 3, debt is a weapon that cuts both ways. Borrow to buy a car that loses value the moment you drive away, and you are stabbing yourself. Borrow at 3% to buy a rental property that appreciates and pays monthly rent, and you just armed yourself with leverage. The rule is simple. Good debt puts money in your pocket. Bad debt takes it out. Credit cards, payday loans, financed furniture. These are chains. Mortgages on income-producing assets, business loans with proven cash flow, student loans that triple your earning power. These are tools. Learn which is which before you sign anything. Rule number 4, you cannot outrun a bad spending habit. Earn $100,000 a year and spend $110,000 and you are broke. Earn $50,000 and spend $40,000 and you are building wealth. The math does not care about your job title. Lifestyle inflation is the silent killer. Every raise you get whispers, you deserve a bigger apartment, a nicer car, fancier dinners. Ignore that voice. Keep your lifestyle frozen for 2 years after every income jump and pour the difference into assets. That discipline alone will put you ahead of 90% of people. Rule number 5, emergency funds are not optional. They are survival. One broken transmission, one medical bill, one unexpected layoff. Without cash reserves, you are one crisis away from debt spiral. Start with $1,000, then build to 1 month of expenses, then 3, then 6. Keep it boring. High yield savings. No crypto, no stocks. Just liquid, accessible cash that lets you sleep at night and say no to terrible financial decisions when life punches you. Rule number 6, time is your greatest asset and you are wasting it. Compound interest is not magic. It is math multiplied by years. Start investing at 22 with $50 a week and you will likely retire a millionaire. Start at 42 with the same amount and you will be lucky to hit 300,000. The difference is 20 years of compounding. Every month you delay is a month you can never buy back. Open the account today, automate the transfer. Let time do the heavy lifting while you live your life. And before we continue, I need to warn you about Rule 12. It is probably the most painful one to hear because it exposes the lie that keeps most people broke their entire lives. We will talk about this in just a minute. But first, rule number 7. Index funds beat 90% of active investors. You do not need to pick stocks. You do not need to time the market. You need to own a slice of the entire economy and hold it through storms. The S&P 500 has averaged close to 10% annually for decades. Buy a low-cost index fund. Set up automatic monthly purchases. Ignore the news. Check your balance once a quarter. That boring strategy outperforms almost every flashy fund manager who charges 3% fees to lose your money with confidence. Rule number 8. Your network determines your net worth. Spend time with people who complain about money, and you will adopt their habits. Spend time with people who build businesses. Invest wisely, and think long-term, and their mindset rubs off. You become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Choose those 5 carefully. Join communities focused on wealth building. Attend events. Read books by people who have done what you want to do. Surround yourself with ambition, and ambition becomes normal. Rule number 9. Financial education is a higher return than any stock. Spend $500 on a course that teaches you to negotiate, and you might earn an extra $10,000 this year. Spend a weekend learning tax strategies, and you could save thousands annually for life. The wealthy invest in knowledge first, assets second. Read 1 personal finance book a month. Listen to podcasts during commutes. Take free online classes. Every hour spent learning about money compounds for decades because knowledge does not depreciate. Rule number 10, you will never feel rich if you keep comparing. Someone will always have a bigger house, a faster car, a fancier vacation. Social media is a highlight reel of people pretending to be wealthier than they are while drowning in debt behind the scenes. Stop measuring your progress against strangers. Measure against your past self. Are you better off than last year? Then you are winning. Comparison is the thief of joy and the killer of wealth. Focus inward. Build quietly. Celebrate privately. Rule number 11. Pay yourself first, or you will never pay yourself at all. Most people pay bills, buy groceries, go out, then save whatever is left. Spoiler, nothing is ever left. Flip the order. The day your paycheck hits 10 or 15 or 20% vanishes into savings and investments before you see it. Automate the transfer. Treat it like rent you owe to future you. What remains is your spending money. This one shift turns saving from a struggle into a system that runs itself. Rule number 12. Buying things to impress people is financial suicide. The luxury watch, the designer handbag, the lease on a car you cannot afford. Every purchase made to earn approval from strangers is a vote against your future. No one cares about your stuff as much as you think. They glance, forget, and move on with their lives. Meanwhile, you are stuck with payments. True wealth is invisible. It lives in brokerage accounts, not closets. Dress well enough to feel confident, then invest the rest. If you're getting value from this, hit that subscribe button. We post videos like this every week, and you don't want to miss what's coming next. Let's continue with Rule 13. Taxes are your biggest expense, and most people ignore them. You will pay more in taxes over your lifetime than on housing, cars, and food combined. Yet most people spend 0 hours learning how to reduce that burden legally. Max out retirement accounts, understand deductions, keep records, hire a decent accountant if your situation is complex. The rich do not love taxes, they just know the rules better. A few hours of tax education can save you tens of thousands. That is a better return than any investment. Rule number 14. Passive income is not passive at first. Rental properties need tenants, repairs, and paperwork. Dividend stocks need research and rebalancing. Online businesses need setup and maintenance. The word passive misleads people into thinking money appears without effort. It does not. You work hard up front to build systems that eventually run with less involvement. But the start is always active. Accept that. Put in the hours. Then enjoy the fruit later when your assets pay you while you sleep. Rule number 15. Fear and greed destroy more wealth than crashes. Panic sell during a downturn, and you lock in losses. Chase hype and buy at peaks, and you get crushed when reality returns. The market rewards those who stay calm. Create rules before emotions hit. Decide in advance when you will buy more and when you will sell. Stick to the plan, even when your gut screams otherwise. Discipline beats intuition. Every single time. Write your rules down. Follow them mechanically. Rule number 16. Insurance is boring until you need it. one lawsuit, one house fire, one serious illness. Without coverage, decades of wealth vanish overnight. Health insurance, car insurance, homeowner or renter insurance, disability insurance, and eventually life insurance if others depend on you. These are not luxuries. They are shields. You are not buying insurance. You are buying protection from catastrophic financial ruin. Pay the premium. Sleep better. Rule number 17. The system is rigged, but you can still win. Banks profit when you stay in debt. Employers profit when you accept low pay without negotiating. The credit system punishes the poor and rewards the rich. These are facts. Complaining changes nothing. Learning the rules and playing smarter changes everything. Understand how banks make money so you stop funding their profits. Learn how credit scores work so you access cheaper money. Study tax codes so you keep more of what you earn. The game is unfair, play it anyway. And win. Rule number 18. Your home is not an investment, it is shelter. Yes, real estate can appreciate, but your primary residence cost you property taxes, insurance, maintenance, and opportunity cost on the down payment. It does not pay you monthly. It does not generate cash flow. Buying a home makes sense for stability and quality of life. Just do not confuse it with building wealth. Wealth comes from assets that put money in your pocket. Homes take money out every month. Know the difference. Rule number 19. Wealth is built in private, not on social media. Every hour spent posting about your goals is an hour not spent working toward them. Every minute scrolling is a minute your competitors are learning, building, and investing. The loudest people online are often the brokest in real life. Quiet discipline beats noisy ambition. Delete apps that drain time. Limit screen use. Redirect that energy into skill development and income growth. Your bank account does not care about likes. Your future self cares about results. Rule number 20. You do not need more money. You need better systems. A system for tracking spending. A system for automatic investing. A system for increasing income annually. A system for reviewing goals quarterly. Systems remove emotions. They create consistency. They turn good intentions into automated results. Most people fail not because they lack willpower, but because they rely on willpower instead of structure. Build the system once. Let it run forever. Your discipline has limits. Systems do not. Rule number 21. Generosity and wealth are not opposites. The wealthiest people give more than anyone, not because they have extra, because giving reinforces abundance mindset. When you believe there is enough, you act differently. You take smarter risks. You collaborate instead of hoard. You build relationships that pay back tenfold. Start small. Give time. Give knowledge. Give money when you can. Generosity does not deplete wealth. It multiplies opportunities in ways spreadsheets cannot measure. Rule number 22. No one is coming to save you. Not the government. Not your employer. Not your parents. Your financial future is your responsibility. That is terrifying and liberating at the same time. You cannot control the economy. You can control your spending. You cannot control market crashes. You can control how much you save. You cannot control your starting point. You can control your daily decisions. Take ownership. Stop waiting. Start building. Today. Now here is the bigger truth behind all this. You are not just learning rules, you are rewiring how you think about money. Most people see dollars as something to spend. You now see them as seeds to plant. Most people react emotionally to financial stress. You now have systems that remove emotion. Most people wait for permission or perfect conditions. You now know that action beats hesitation. Every time. Think about it. These 22 rules are not complex, they are simple. That is the point. Wealth is not built with secrets. It is built with boring, repeated actions that most people refuse to do because they are not exciting. Automate savings. Increase income. Avoid bad debt. Invest consistently. Stay disciplined. That is it. No shortcuts, no hacks. Just clarity and patience. Here is what to keep in mind. The hardest part is not learning these rules. It is applying them when no one is watching. When your friends invite you to an expensive dinner you cannot afford. When a sale tempts you to buy things you do not need. When the market drops and fear whispers to sell everything. That is when these rules matter most. That is when discipline separates those who talk about wealth from those who build it. That is the real difference between people who stay broke and people who break free. Broke folks chase feelings. They buy now and regret later. Wealthy individuals delay gratification. They invest now and enjoy forever. The good news is that you can adopt that mindset starting today. You do not need a degree. You do not need a trust fund. You just need these 22 rules and the courage to follow them. Are you ready? Start tonight. Pick 3 rules from this list. Write them down. Set one specific action for each. Maybe you automate 10% of your paycheck into an index fund. Maybe you negotiate a raise this quarter. Maybe you cancel subscriptions you forgot you had. 3 actions. Tonight. Do not wait for Monday. Do not wait for next month. The only perfect time is now. If you have made it this far, you are already different. You are not like the people who close videos and forget everything in 5 minutes. You are someone who seeks knowledge and applies it. And I bet you have already hit that subscribe button, right? Because you know this channel is about real strategies that actually build wealth, not fluff that wastes your time. If you have not subscribed yet, do it now. Drop a like. Now tell me in the comments, which of these 22 rules hit you hardest? Which one are you going to apply first? Let me know. I read every comment. Thanks for watching. Start applying these rules today. Your future self will thank you. I will see you in the next one.